What's going on, everybody? So today I've got about at least an hour to 2 hours to kill, depending on how certain things go. But we're gonna try something new on this channel, and it's not gonna be anything new in terms of like originality or anything like that, obviously, but just something that I haven't really thought to do until like recently. And a lot of that spawned from the video that I did where I was regaining my confidence in 50/50s on flat bars, which to anybody that was liking and commenting on that one, I do appreciate any of the tips and pointers that you guys were throwing out there. But I think people kind of miss the point of that video a little bit. Some people seem to get it, but some people, it kind of went over their heads a little bit. It wasn't that I had never done a 50/50 on a flat bar. It was more or less that I just hadn't done them in a while. So I was having that mental block of jumping on flat bars. So I did notice where like people were talking about like going faster, doing certain things to like do the grind better. It's not so much doing the grind itself. It was just getting that courage to commit to hopping on the rail. Because if it was like a square flat bar, it might be a little bit different. I know I'd probably still have a little bit of mental block, but it was just rails in general. So that's why I was doing it the way that I did it and why I wasn't doing like big grinds with it like far. But it was mostly just to get myself to hop on them again and break that mental barrier so I wouldn't think about it as much and just jump on them. But there's a lot of people that were watching that, and we're getting into that video too. That video itself probably has more views than any other video on this channel, not including like the shorts or anything like that, but in terms of actual videos. So a lot of people seem to be really into that, which kind of gave me the idea to start doing this. So I'm going to start doing this series called Today I Learned. Certain circumstances, it might be Today I Relearned, if it's a trick I haven't done in like a long time, or maybe only did like once or twice. But basically what we're going to start doing is making videos around certain tricks that I would like to learn, or like I said, in some cases relearn. So today we're going to go in my backyard because it's actually really nice and cool out today. But I was thinking about it, and when I go to well, not even certain parks, but when I go to a lot of places to skate, when I look at certain obstacles, there's select tricks that kind of come to mind. And it's not even that I'm intentionally doing that. It just kind of happens. So it's like if I see a certain ledge, go-tos for me would be, I'll say like 50/50s, 5-0s, back crook, no slide, front back tails, even 5-0 to switch crook, kickflip back tail. So you kind of get the idea. There's certain tricks that initially pop in my head, and those are like the ones that I think to try. But there's plenty of other tricks that I could be doing, whether or not they're ones that I already know how to do or not. So I think what I want to start doing is working on my progression a little bit more and working on tricks that I don't really do or haven't done at all. And the one that we're going to start with today is front crook. Now, I can do back crooks and I can do frontside nose grinds. And I'm sure a lot of people have that problem too, where like certain tricks they can do the one version, but they can't do the mirrored or like the opposite, whatever you want to consider it. So for me, I can do, so just kind of give you guys a good example, kind of see where this is going. So for me, I can do, if it's on a rail, I can do a back feeble and I can do a front smith on a ledge. I'm not good at front feebles and back smiths. I have done them like once or twice each, but I don't have them down like that to where I still do them at all. And same with like back crooks and front nose grinds. I can do those, but I can't do a backside nose grind on a ledge or a front crook. So we're gonna start today off and kind of keep it mild, because I'm probably only have to put like a little bit of wax on my ledge to make it go, and that'll be it. But we're gonna start this series off by me working on front crooks, because I might have done one a long time ago as a kid to where I did like that much of a rail. So nothing really worth noting. But we're going to try to start this series off and see what I can do and see how long it takes for me to learn a front crook. So I'm going to eat some lunch really quick, and then we're going to go out there and start this off. Now, before we jump outside and skate, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for anybody that's been checking my channel out and watching my videos. It's been really cool to see the slow progression of this channel. Even like I said, it's been pretty slow, but it's kind of rewarding at the same time to know that stuff that I'm putting out into the world, that somebody's enjoying it. Whether it's for the skateboarding, the gaming, the fingerboarding, which I've been kind of neglecting that and need to get some more fingerboarding content out there. But regardless of what you're into, I really appreciate anybody that's been checking these videos out and actually enjoys watching them. It's just been really awesome to see. And it's crazy because just before New Year's, from like 2023 going into 2024, I had just hit 100 subs and I'm already just over 200, which I wasn't expecting that to be the case, but I did notice that there was like certain videos that I was putting out there to where once those got posted that more people were coming in, like the views and getting more subs. So it's been really awesome to see. And I do appreciate anybody that checks this channel out. And I don't really ask for anything much. I mean, if you guys really do like the videos, just leave a comment, tell me what you enjoyed about the video. Make sure you like the video and recommend it to your friends too to see what they're into. But I'm gonna stop talking and babbling about random shit, and we're gonna try to do these front crooks. All right, so you guys can see my ledge is out there with the tarp over it right now. We're gonna keep it right there for the time being. I'm just gonna untarp the side where like my angle iron is on it. But with this series and this video, you guys are gonna get to really see how I approach skating in terms of learning new tricks. And I like to literally start from the most basic point that I can and build on that. I don't like to just, leave everything to chance and just hop on things and hope for the best. I put a lot of thought into what I do. So what I'm gonna be doing, and this applies to anything that I do in the future with this series too, like when I learn new tricks or relearn tricks, I'm gonna start from the most basic point where we're gonna keep the ledge there. I'm gonna try to work on getting into solid stalls first to make sure I know how it feels to lock into it so I can, because that's the thing, I don't wanna just chance it and hope that I'm gonna be able to do it. I wanna make sure I know that I have this trick in my head. I know what I need to do in order to do it correctly and get out of it safely. So we're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna work on getting into front crook stalls, make sure I get into the stalls. And in addition to that too, like I'm gonna get to the stalls and I'm gonna try to make sure I can pop out of it. And then we'll try to move it to a point where I can do a little bit of a grind. And that's probably gonna be the basis of where we go with this today. Now, I'm sure there's gonna be somebody that gives me shit if I land him today saying, oh, I didn't roll away, because I'm probably gonna, the end point in this video will probably be me putting my ledge into the grass and landing in the grass. But I know normally if you do a trick, you're supposed to roll away from it. It's common sense. But with me learning these tricks, especially today, as long as I feel comfortable getting into the grind, I can hold on to it while I'm moving in the grind, and I can pop out solid and land on the board. That's good enough to me for today. Because I can safely, like at that point, I feel like I would safely be able to go to a park or somewhere else and do the front crook and pop out and roll away and not even have to think about it, because I know the general, like the idea of what I need to be doing. So we're gonna at least start the stalls out and build from there. So let's go ahead and jump out there and start this. actually didn't feel too bad, so we're gonna try to slowly move another grind. They want to try to get like 2 or 3 where I grind them a little bit better and come off. All right, so I'm gonna call it a success for today because I did do some grinds that came out of and landed on the board. Like I said, I'm sure somebody's gonna give me shit because I didn't do a proper roll away or do a full on grind or anything. But we're gonna do a part 2 to this one because I do want to grind longer before I fully say that I learned them. So the next time I skate, if I'm somewhere with a good ledge, I'm gonna try to do a part 2 to this video and try to go somewhere where I got more space, because where I'm at home, and because of the time restraint that I have right now, because I got some cleaning done and I definitely need to shower first, but I don't have a lot of runway and space to like get enough speed to do a full-on grind. So that's why some of them were kind of like half-assed, but we at least got into some. I know some of them were questionable because I was like heel side in the center, but there was some toe side commitment to it. I was getting out of them and I feel pretty good about it. So we're definitely gonna do a part 2 to this one to make sure I really do learn these. But that's going to do it for the first video of the Today I Learned series. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like it, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed it, and tell me what you liked about this. And subscribe if you haven't already too. Let's get those numbers up. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next video.